Good evening. Welcome. Hello. This is David in David's Kitchen. Good evening. Today I'm going to take on the Snakmaster. Amazing $3 for 3 meals. I don't think anybody's ever accomplished such an amazing feat. We're going to be making a replicant of what you'd get at a McDonald's restaurant for $1.99, a burger or actually a breakfast sandwich. Okay. And we're also going to be doing a chili, kind of a chili mac. What I did was I purchased some organic bread at Kroger, organically grown bread on sale for $1.39. And these were buns that would normally go for, I don't know what they'd go for, but you could do this with regular bread too. And one of the keys is to take the buns, and essentially what we're going to be doing is taking the buns and putting things in them, and then putting butter on both sides and putting them in a Snakmaster. So let's take a look at the Snakmaster here. For some reason, my camera keeps adjusting for light. That'll help. Not really. Okay. Got a big view of the kitchen, but it's still doing it.
What did you decide to attempt today?
Well, I'm attempting the Snakmaster situation, and yeah, we're going to make some Snakmasters. You know the buns we picked up at Fred Meyer, Kruger?
Oh, yes.
They're going to use those in there. And this is Sarah, everybody. Sarah can come on.
Hi.
Hi. I guess moving the camera there is better. So it's kind of a relaxing day. How was your day?
It's okay.
Good. Great. Well, I'm going to start by cooking some scrambled eggs, because you can put anything in this particular dish. And I'm going to take a couple eggs. Let's do that right here. Here. Yeah.
There we go.
We're going to take a couple eggs and cook them in some butter on a stove. So I turn my level on to about level 3. And we'll go ahead and put the butter on the pan as soon as the pan's warm. A little pat of butter. I like to, whenever I make anything like scrambled eggs, these scrambled eggs are going to go in with a jalapeno. It's going to be kind of a spicy egg dish. And I'm going to start the jalapeno right away with the butter. So it's
Kind of like you're doing it on Cristo kind of thing?
Yeah, very much so. I'm going to add the eggs together and put them in one of the batches of Snakmaster food. And then I'm going to try a chili Snakmaster. And both of these ingredients will also have cheese melted inside. So, and it's mild cheddar. We got some organic mild cheddar picked up. Organic Valley. And some ham that you can readily get available at the store. It's very cheap. A couple of slices of ham, a couple of slices of cheese, not a lot. No more than $1 worth of that. And $1 for the can of nalley chili. So. And you don't even need to eat the whole can of nalley chili. This was $1 on sale. Yeah, real cheese. Yeah, isn't that great? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I never got into Facebook or Skype or anything like that. After a couple of bad experiences, I just said, no, we're not going to bother with that. You know, I heard that Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, when they raised their kids, they actually decided not to give them any technology.
Oh, wow.
I wonder what they know. You wonder if the radiation from technology affects children, and it does.
Well, yes, actually, yes. When
Mm-hmm.
they're very young, they should be with technology.
It messes up their brain. Okay, the butter is going on the pan. Let me get that out there for you. Butter's going on the pan. Now, you don't have to make scrambled eggs you can just go right to the Snakmaster. But I kind of want to do a little something with an onion. I want it to taste really good. So one of these outfits of sandwiches, part of the 8 meals will be, 4 of them will be kind of like a breakfast jack or whatever those are. And the other 4 will be a chili with cheese melted inside. So we're just going to cut the onion up. Straight up. And I pretty much use most of the onion except for the little pieces at the top, you know. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. And I'm going to take the jalapeno and cut the bottom off of it. And I'm going to scale the side off, the light cut, and kind of go around it so I don't have any of the seeds inside. The seeds are super hot. You don't want to get the seeds near your food because it's kind of a downer. Unless, of course, you're cooking for a big, huge group of people who happen to like extremely hot food. Let's scrape the seeds in this little container here. And whatever you do not touch a jalapeno and then touch your eyes. Don't ever grab the jalapeno and then just put your hands in your eyes, because that'll be like hours of pain. Autofocus is kind of freaking out. Yeah, I'll have to set the setting off on that. Yeah, at least it gives you a little special effect, kind of like ba-boom, ba-boom, Okay, so we're going to dice the green jalapeno up nice and tight. And throw that on the onion sitting on the butter. And actually spray the whole thing down in a little olive oil. I washed my hands right after I touched the jalapeno. Whatever you do not touch your eyes after you do that. Okay. Nice fresh paper towel, always available. Don't use an old rag. It's kind of a trip the way it keeps bouncing. It's like it's pulsing, Let's see if that helps. No, that's even worse. Now it's really screwing up. I think the settings for this camera are separate. They're in programs. Let me open up Presenter. Hang on. This might work. That's cooking on the stove anyway. I'm going to cover it up. Spray a little olive oil on it. Manual focus. Autofocus lock. Okay. I'm adjusting the settings on this and I lost my let me drop the brightness. It won't give me brightness control. All right, well, I'll just go with this then. At least I got the thing from, prevented it from bouncing around. Okay, I'm going to spray on top of those jalapenos and onions. Oh, now it locked up on me. Okay. Let me open it up again. This is the technology cycle that you have to go through when you do videos. You never have a perfect video. I have an excellent camera. It's just too excellent. It's very professional. No, it is. And now it's not popping in. Okay, let's pop it out. It's very professional to actually deal with technology problems on Technology Thursday. The shirt was $2.99. It's a Joseph and Fleece, one of the nicest ever made. Yeah, I really like it. It's made in the Philippines. It's an excellent camera. It's an excellent shirt. It's an excellent world we're living in. Very cheap technology. Yeah, well, actually, it's pretty good. The problem is that it's too flexible. No. Camera no longer accessible. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, you know, we have a backup camera. I'll be right there. I'll be darned. It takes time for this to cook anyway, so it's not like a big deal. Let's try this. That's already smelling really good. Now, the reason why I'm cooking the jalapenos in advance is it's important to actually cook them down. You don't want to have hot food in your food. Otherwise, people are like, wow, but it tastes good. There you go. See? Yeah, I think I'll use that in the future. Okay. That was the camera I used to use. I upgraded to a high definition, and look what I got. Okay, so we're going to throw a couple eggs in this thing. You know, I've got ham, so why don't I just put a little piece of ham in there? You know? This is where you can get creative. And I'll cut it on a plate. I'll just take and shred the little ham and put that in there too. This is the kind of a dish where you can cook all kinds of things that are in your refrigerator, leftovers, whatever. I'm just making some scrambled eggs, really. Throw the ham in there. Spray on top of it. There we go. No, this is not another hobo meal. This is a meal that is delectable. You got the wrong attitude about food, man. You can cook some of the best food is always some of the simplest food. Okay, that's already mixed in. The jalapenos are cooking nicely. I'm going to put a little bit more oil on top, spraying it. There we go. All right. You pop a couple eggs in there. 1, 2. Yeah, let's break them up, scramble them up. Kind of push it all together. Now, if you're cooking with stainless steel, one of the tricks I've learned about eggs is take a little bit of water and put it around the edge. Just a little bit. And what happens is it steams. We'll keep that on the stove for a little bit. I'm going to turn the Snakmaster on because this is kind of an in-your-face. I'm going to plug it in. Okay, the Snakmaster is on officially. Now, today I struggled with the idea of going to the store and getting spreadable butter or margarine. And I stood at that store and I just looked at the margarine and I just looked at the ingredients and I said, no, this is all gross. I mean, we're talking GMO soybean oil, olive oil mixed with palm oil. So avoid margarine. Although this recipe is really good with margarine. But it's not good for you. That's the classic Snakmaster. You remember that? Yeah. Let me get the camera up a little bit so you can see it. There you go. It's the Snakmaster. And it only has a K in it, so I should change it to, well, I'll leave the snack up there. You can read snack better. Yeah, it's S-N-A-K. Sarah will be fine. These are just nice, light little things to eat. Yeah. But spreading that margarine and almost butter, it's just like, I'm thinking cholesterol, heart disease, coronary care unit. It doesn't, the future projection is not good. Of course I'm not. No, zero self-awareness. That's absurd. Calling me a buffoon. That's really funny. I'm going to mute you for that. Essentially, what I'm doing, and many of you don't understand what I'm doing, is I'm breaking through a layer of censorship that's been put on the entire population. And the only reason why you don't know about it is because you can't see the ceiling. You can't see the layer. You have no idea you're being censored. You have no idea that censorship is strong in our country, just as strong as in North Korea. No. And in fact, the simple fact that I do this show is really pissing a lot of people off, because my viewership is skyrocketed. And I don't mean kind of, I mean through the roof. We have people watching this show from all over the world. You have no idea of censoring. That's right. And we have people from all over the world that I've now reached on a daily basis because of the UHF rebroadcast and multicast. And I don't even do that. That's somebody else. So I'm not only a trendsetter, I'm a living legend. So calling me a person who has a buffoon status is almost bizarre. And Mark is getting rich off of me, and he's violating numerous laws. Trump violated the Logan Act. No matter how you cut it, Trump committed obstruction of justice and violated the Logan Act. And that's coming down the pipe, no matter what his bodyguard said about the hotel room, in which he didn't even know what Trump was doing that night. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. Okay, turn your front burner off. Take all of this is your entire dish. It's basically done. That's all your eggs. Open your Snakmaster. It's getting hot. Okay. I'm going to put a little butter down on the Snakmaster. Just little slices in each one. Okay. Turn the fan on. Put the bread down. Let me get another one. Bread down on that. Take a little piece of butter and put it inside. Set the eggs on top. Cover it up. Before you cover it up, you want to put a little cheese on it. I put a nice slice of cheese between each one. Okay, like that. Cover it up. Take and spray the top of that bread or bun, whatever you have, with oil. Kind of all around the top. And then press down on the Snakmaster. There we go. It's working. All right. Snakmaster in progress. If you want, you can actually, you have enough eggs to make another one right after this one pops out. We're doing it. Sandwiches, squished sandwiches, yes. The eggs were already done. You don't have to go in raw. Hey, welcome. Okay, we're almost done here. I'm going to get 2 more lined up. I hate to run the fan in the winter because, you can use that heat off the stove and heat the whole house, Well, I'm a fusion cook, so I like to fuse things together. That's what I'm into. All right, I'm going to pop it open. Perfect. Okay, they're done. There's 2 snacks there. And 2 snacks there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. You can look at the finished product right here. Okay. Spray a little more oil down there. Actually, there's still a little butter in the bottom of this one. It puts a really nice glaze on the food you're eating. Really nice. And those things are really edible. They have the perfect finish. Okay, I'm going to put the bread down on that. Loading up the Snakmaster again. There we go. Put a little butter down on the inside of the bread. Butter the outside of the bread if you want. Use oil and butter. I'm going to put the eggs in this one. Eggs are going in. Okay. Right on top. It's like making a sandwich, except you're using the Snakmaster's top. Beautiful. Put a little cheese on top, a wedge of cheese. It's going to melt right on top of all that egg. And you'll have that cheese taste inside. Now, these are the kind of dishes that you can actually take on the road with you. You can put them in a plastic bag and eat them cold if you want. Okay, top going down. Top going down. Oil on top. You can put butter or margarine on top. Like I said, I prefer not eating margarine. Right down the Snakmaster. Press it all the way down. Some stuff will come out. There we go. Beautiful. I keep a very clean kitchen, so I like working with the glass tops. They're really wonderful. Okay, so we're almost done with, gosh. There's 4 servings are almost done here. We still have time, yeah. Hey, watch your language here. I'd appreciate it, I'm worried about the pedophiles in D.C. and Washington, too. Thank you. We're very concerned about that. Johnny Cardinal wants to be running. Really? I've never met Johnny Cardinal. No, Sarah didn't do us a pizza. This is Thursday. Well, Snakmaster's been in private hiding for a long time. We haven't used it much. Blake, please. I'll unmute you, and now I'm just going to mute you. Yeah. You need to get your act together. You're not allowed to come in here and do that. I have never molested a child. That's a total lie. You're insane. Wow. The best dinner for somebody to cook with autism is this kind of a dish right here. Very simple. Looks very appealing. The texture, when they bite their teeth in, they love it. Do not use grease cleaner, engine cleaner from a can. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bad things can happen. Water leaking from your manifold? Really? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, you're learning the hard way. Mechanics, David Sponheim. We've got the George Foreman grill in here. I used to make chicken fajitas with the George Foreman grill. Thank you. Welcome, viewers. Okay, we're done. Look at the glisten on this. Isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful? I need a big platter for all this stuff. Yeah. Whoa! Snackmaster dropped on me. Attack of the Snackmaster. Okay, they just pop right out. They're really easy to work with. These are the perfect size. And they're nice little meals unto themselves. There's 4 meals right there. Okay, now we're going to go for the chili version. All right. Yeah. Not bad, huh? Pop open a can of chili. And if you don't use any of the ingredients, just put them all with the eggs and have yourself a chili egg dish. There you go. Now this you can use right out of the can. That's what makes this Snackmaster so fun. It's not a trailer, it's a house. Okay, we're doing great, time-wise. That Snackmaster is still on, so it's hot. Do not touch it, whatever you do. It's just like a griddle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put another piece of bread on the bottom. Yes, bread on the bottom. I'm going to take a big spoon and spoon the chili right in there. But I don't want a lot of wetness to it, so I kind of use a draining spoon. Put it right on there. It's chili. Put it right on the Snackmaster, right on the... Can you see it? I don't think you can see it. There you go. And then do that like so. Heck, I'm only using half a can of chili. Look at that. You can save it or make a dish out of it. I've got another half. Well, actually, not even a half. So I'm going to be making one more round of this. Okay, we'll start with the cheese. Put one slice of cheese on the top of each one. Go crossways, so you're crossing the cut. These cuts are automatic, so if you go across the cut, everything has cheese in it. And why not put another piece of ham on that, you know? Give it a little bit more meat. You can do that too. Take a piece of ham and put it right in there. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take a little butter and put it on the inside of the roll. Just so the ham doesn't have, the ham needs something to stick to. Okay, like that. Just put it right over there like that. And like that. You can put any ingredients you want in this dish. Okay, oiling the top of the bun. And we're good to go. Press down on that and watch it kind of sizzle down. You can't really hear it from there, but it's making a really big sizzle sound. Okay, that definitely has a little drainage going on. But it's a glass top, so I can clean it up anytime I want. No, this trailer was, this is a modular home that I put in. I subcontracted the installation. Yeah, I give you a tour of the place, but when my parents, I'll give you a little background. When my parents were really old, I mean, getting in their early 70s, they didn't have a place that they could live in and own outright. They were still living in California on a mortgage. So what happened was they actually were getting ready to retire and they wanted to move up here. So I gave up my business in LA and kind of like scouted the whole area out and looking for a place for my parents to retire because I was the guy who was looking after them. None of the other kids stepped up. I was the only one in the family, and I had many brother and 2 sisters. Anyway, moving on. This whole thing got to a point where we looked for a piece of property that was affordable, and we managed to find a place for around $30,000 piece of land, about an acre in size. And the cost of the modular home was around $70,000. So my parents sold their house down there and then took that money and went up here with it and wanted to own outright. And this is the only way that two people who'd worked 45 years in their life really could get ahead of this inflation cycle. Because when you get into a mortgage, it pretty much sucks every dollar you have out. So they got out of their mortgages by moving up here. I did everything. I moved them in. I put them in a rental. I moved everything in and out, and there was a lot of stuff. Because remember, this is a whole family from dating back to the 1950s or late 40s. So anyway, I'm going to pop this open. Ready? Doesn't take long for these things to get done. Okay, I'm going to pop it out. There it is. Perfect. This will be the top layer, the chili max. Okay, we'll do one more set of chili max. Any chili that doesn't make it in there can always make it into the other pan. Okay. One more to go. Anyways, this is the most affordable way for any of you or your family to get out from none of those horrible burdens of mortgages. And there's a lot of people right now in that situation. Okay, let's put some more chili in there. When you turn 70, you don't want to be in a mortgage. You don't want to have a massive mortgage on your hands. Nice. Okay. Done. Get the cheese out. Put some cheese down on top of the chili. Go opposite to the cut. So cheese gets in both portions. Okay, there we go. Throw another piece of ham on there. Split it in half. And a little bit of butter on top of the inside of the bun. There we go. All right. Put that on top. Put that on top. Spray it down, a little olive oil. All right. Get a little top spray going on, and then just right down on top of them. Pressing down again, firmly. Anyway, I'll never forget the feeling my dad had when he finally felt like he had gotten ahead of his debt. I'm telling you, it was a really glorious feeling for him to feel like he had finally owned something outright. So this home has a sentimental value to me. That's why I've never sold it. And I really, really believe it was the best way to get out of debt for a family that, you know, during the 1950s and 60s worked very, very hard. And they didn't want to leave their legacy nowhere. They wanted to leave something that was enduring and lasting. That is very much like a thrift store, Snakmaster. We bought it on sale. Actually, we bought it on TV. It was one of those TV items my mother ordered back in 1975. What did you miss? It was buffering. Yeah, I saw that. Well, you'll catch the video, the recording. But my father was so happy that he had actually been finally out of debt. You know, it's just, I can't tell you, you know, how important it is for people. I know a guy who just bought a $1.3 million house. He already had a $600,000 house that was fully paid for. I hope 2017 we get the impeachment, but that's hopeful. Thank you, 632. But my friend just bought a $1.3 million house, and he's nearly 60 years old. I think he is 60. And by the time his 30-year mortgage is up, he'll be 90, and he won't be able to make his payments on his $1.3 million house. So I never took advantage of my ailing parents, and I never abused them. That's a lie. I took immaculate care of my mother and father, and my family really appreciates me for that reason. Yeah, I treated my family with utter respect and regard. There's no son better than I was to my mother and father. I truly was one of the best sons on earth. I can't tell you how important that is. Yeah. Well, I would have owned a property and a home separately because I have other property. I can live anywhere in the country I want. I really can. I did okay in my life, so I'm not in any way worried about money. Oh, it's burning. Hang on. Okay, I'm turning it off. It's done. I unplugged it. They're ready. Look at those. Aren't they amazing? Look at that. Wow. Look at that. You know, Trump went through his dad's inheritance in 1 year. His dad gave him $10 million, and you guys are giving me grief about inheriting a modular home. It's so funny. I just can't believe that you would even go there. So yeah, I could easily live on my other property. I don't really want to, though, because I'm really in a good spot to do what I need to do. Check that out. Wow. Look at that. So these are all really delectable meals. And what I'm going to do is just cover it up with another plate like that. So if you're having a holiday gathering, you can always throw these in a microwave if you have to, but I wouldn't really do that. You can take that dish and put it on a low, like a melt burner, and set it on the stove on melt or low simmer, and put a little bit of water in there, and it'll steam them right up. So if you have to make this in advance and cook it for a group of people 5 hours later, you can do that. Yeah, money is not really the thing that motivates me because I have enough. And many people who are struggling because they don't have enough money, they're always wondering, will they make enough money this month to pay their bills? And no one wants to live that way. No one does. So I'm teaching all of you how to cut the cost of your meals, because it's the one area. I don't think the Snakmaster had a recipe. If it had a recipe booklet, I don't have it. I don't have the original box either. Actually, I could live in a very, very peaceful, private area in a rural environment, but I'd choose not to. Let's just leave it at that. I actually like living in this area because Sarah's happy and I have other responsibilities that I don't talk about. And it worked out great for me. But this is not a difficult process. You could probably, my neighbor, we got a person who just bought down the street for, I think, $30,000, $25,000, and then put a $15,000 used mobile home on it. And he and his wife have done an amazing job. I think they're into this for like $50,000. But he and his wife have done an amazing job. They built an outdoor deck with a see-through roof, and it's really cool what they did. But it's like under 50 grand. So I'm trying to teach people that if you live affordably and get your act together in terms of your daily budget, and don't go to a lot of fast food and waste your money, and follow these recipes, I mean, you literally will not have to worry when you're 50 years old. I retired when I was 50. I didn't want to make a lot of money. I was done, Okay, the top layer is a layer of chili, cheese, and ham. And the bottom layer is scrambled eggs, cheese, and ham with jalapeno. So there's two types of dishes here. All right, so I'm trying to give all of you guys a heads up on how to do this at a very low cost, and it's not a big deal. That's non-GMO organic bread. that you just looked at, made with real butter, not margarine. There's no toxins in this dish I just made. Yeah. So I'm teaching you how to cook really great ingredients, saving money at the same time. I mean, it's just a phenomenal way to live. Hey, you guys really have to understand, if you cut your costs up front, and like, I don't eat out a lot. When I do, I eat at a buffet, so I get a maximum value for my money. And it's an exciting time to actually live in an area like this, where I can go to nice casinos and have a good meal. If I was in a rural area, I probably wouldn't be able to get to a nice casino and have a good meal. No, there's nothing hanging from my mouth. I'm good. All right. My dinners are incredible. Don't ever think for a second this isn't the best quality food. I am literally living on non-GMO organic food. You guys are eating GMO food wherever you go at fast food restaurants. Well, I don't eat this way always. Like I said, I go out for buffet dinners, have really nice meals. GMOs are bad for you if you eat them for 30 years. Yeah, you can't overeat if you have gastroparesis. So yeah, you have to stay thin. And you know something? Let me tell you something. That's a blessing. You are actually going to live longer. People that eat less live longer. It's a known fact. So look at it that way. You've got to really regulate your diet. Yeah, really, your driver. Hey, I'm not trying to say, GMOs are horrible. I'm trying to say if you live on a diet of GMOs, you could be like a laboratory animal. In Dr. Seralini's study, they created these huge tumors on their bodies, and the equivalent of about 30 or 40 years for the human body. They did it in 3 or 4 months for a little rat body. Well, I'm not sure your video, if you're going to America's Third Party, you'll have a good clean signal. All right. I'm going to sign off here. Thank you for watching the Snackmaster Deluxe. I'll give you guys a final glimpse of 8 meals for only $3. All right. Take care. I'll be uploading this video later tonight at 2 in the morning.